Night Health continues. I'm mark-alyn. During this hour, we're going to spend some time with our co-host, Sherry Pools, and we'll talk about health and beauty in the 21st century from her point of view. That'll happen in about, half hour from now. And Sherry will be joining us as we visit with a hypnotherapist who is also a birth doula, and we'll find out about that. Her name is bailey-gladdis, and she's been dubbed the feng-shui-mommy. Hello, Mommy.
Hi, how are you?
I am fine. You should have come into studio.
I know.
Well, next time. We'll do that next time. How's that?
Definitely.
Coming up this week is World Hypnobirthing Day, and
right.
I want to know all about that. What is Hypnobirthing Day?
Well, it's really just a day to celebrate this beautiful, gentle method of preparing for childbirth. So all across the world, hypnobirthing is taught in 46 countries. There will be different events where pregnant women can go and talk, get really relaxed, learn more about this technique. And even for people that aren't pregnant, I started using the technique before I had my child just to relax and let go of a lot of fear.
I remember being, a daddy-to-be twice.
Right.
Went to classes and all of that. With hypnobirthing, is the father involved, one, and can you still do the kinds of exercises?
Well, first off, the dad is definitely involved. The class series is 5 2.5-hour classes, and I definitely recommend the father come to all of them, and he goes through all of the hypnosis about, seeing your uterus expand and blossom. So he's involved in all of it. And the breathing, it's not as much of that quick, breathing that we know so well from movies. It's more of a really slow, gentle, intentional breathing. We have 3 different breathing techniques that all follow that guideline.
And I have to ask, what about drugs? Because a lot of women want natural, what's been termed natural childbirth. They don't want drugs, and at one point they beg for it. And
right.
I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying it happens.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And what I tell all of my clients is that, the course is going to give you the tools to have a natural birth if that is your path, but it is going to support you whatever your optimal birth is going to be. So if she gets in the middle of her birth and she really feels that her intuition is telling her that, you know what, I really need some extra assistance, for her to feel good about that and not feel ashamed, like, oh, I failed, if I needed that epidural, or if there's a medical emergency, if she needs that C-section, to still feel empowered in her birth. And again, not that she was in some way a failure.
You mentioned that you were using these techniques before you had a child.
Right.
So that anybody can learn this hypnobirthing technique to relax and live stress-free?
Yeah, absolutely. My mom was actually a practitioner before I had my son, so I was really familiar with a lot of the different techniques. And really, all they are relaxation, breathing, affirmations, visualization, and self-hypnosis. So really, those are all, really beautiful techniques that we can apply to our life. And fear, the release of fear, is a huge aspect of this program. And, I think most of us can identify with having some fear that we want to release, not just with childbirth. So it really served me in that aspect.
It's not the childbirth, it's the child rearing that gets you.
Right. I know. A few people realize that's the true challenge. But again, these hypnobirthing techniques, they really, I felt like they served me the most when I was a new mother and I was exhausted and I didn't know what I was doing, to be able to breathe and relax and, to just take it moment by moment.
Wouldn't it be great to have a class on parenting. I mean, I know there are classes on parenting, but there's not a class on Kid 101.
There should be a test to pass before you do parent.
Yes.
I know.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Hypnotherapy breathing techniques for parents.
Exactly.
While they're raising their kids.
Yeah. Yeah, as a hypnotherapist, I work with a lot of new parents that, they come in and they're just totally overwhelmed, and so we work with a lot of the relaxation. But yeah, I mean, at the end of my classes, I just tack on a little bit about breastfeeding and poop color, all these things that nobody really tells us about. And then we have this baby. It's like, oh my gosh, what do I do? And those big giant, books about like X, Y, and Z of having the baby, they're daunting as well. And the internet.
Well, to me, it's also
really
like going fishing. If somebody were to hand me a bunch of squiggling worms to put on a hook, right?
Right.
I wouldn't know what to do. Yeah. And it's the same thing when the kid pops out. You're all prepared for that part. But when they're 3, 4, 6, 8, 20 or more, it's different. And you're always a parent.
Yeah.
Right? Always a parent. You're always a parent. Bailey-gladdis is our guest, and she is known as the feng-shui-mommy. She is a birth doula as well as a hypnotherapist. Let's talk about being a doula. Being a doula is somebody who assists a woman and her partner in the birthing, in the birth. Tell us about that.
Right. So I offer non-medical support. So doulas, we oftentimes work with, the doctor or the midwife, but again, we're not offering any medical support. We do things like offering a massage throughout the birth. I have a giant kit of essential oils. As a hypnotherapist, I do a lot of hypnosis with my clients throughout the birth. Going out and getting food for the parents, just really nurturing both the mother and the birth companion from the start of labor till the birth of the baby. And it's a really valuable service because so often we forget that the mom needs a lot more than just medical support.
Of course. I mean, that emotional support, you become almost like a best friend to the woman, don't you?
Right, exactly. And so often the father is going through so much as well. He's becoming a dad and he's seeing his companion go through quite a challenge. So he really needs to be supported as well. And so that's something that often the dads don't really get.
I remember watching my wife through the birth process, and I couldn't handle. It was hard for me to watch her through the pain. We'd been through classes, and it's hard to see anybody you love hurt.
Absolutely.
Can hypnobirthing help both the woman and the man or the partner?
Yes, and it's funny because you talk about that pain, and so often in the media we see that woman like screaming, and you feel for her. And I was talking to the head of the Hypnobirthing Institute, and she said that they've tried to get a lot of their hypnobirthing videos, in different TV shows, and they always get turned down because people say, oh, well, they're too boring. The women are just like laying there, and they just look like they're asleep. And so with hypnobirthing, so often the moms are so inside themselves and breathing and really present in the experience that they don't have that mask of pain and agony, and they really don't make much sound. They're really breathing, sitting very still, and it becomes peaceful.
And this is without drugs?
Without drugs.
That's amazing.
It is, and trust me, I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't have lived it myself.
I mean, and celebrities are doing this, Jessica Alba, Kate Middleton, Pamela Anderson, and more. I don't know who Gisele Bundchen is.
Married
she
to
is a model.
model married to a football player.
Oh, yeah?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that shows where my head is on that. But so, what will be happening on World Hypnobirthing Day? People will be able to learn more?
Yeah, absolutely. So if people go to hypnobirthing.com, it should have different resources about different events happening in their area. Again, hypnobirthing is taught in 46 countries, so this will hopefully be, this global event of, women and their birth companions coming together to realize that they can have a really beautiful, empowered birthing experience, and then learning how to do that.
Our guest is Bailey-Gladdis, and she's been dubbed the feng-shui-mommy. When we come back, we'll talk about feng shui, and maybe there's a way of feng shuiing a bedroom so you can have a baby or not have a baby. We'll find out, and more on the feng shui for a baby's room. I'm mark-alyn, along with Sherry and Daryl and Bailey. Late Night Health continues. Join us at latenighthealth.com and like us at facebook.com/Late Night Health. We'll be back. Don't go away. More coming up here on Late Night Health.
Have you ever needed a flashlight and reached into a drawer to find your flashlight is dead, and then go to put in new batteries only to find the insides are all corroded? Now Hybrid Light has created a solar-powered flashlight that requires no batteries and also charges your cell phone. Hybrid lights are durable, waterproof, and hold a charge in the dark for up to 7 years, and perfect for any emergency or everyday use. Now you can get your own Hybrid Light today for only $34.95, and if you mention health, you'll receive a Hybrid Light headlamp absolutely free. That's our durable Hybrid Light with a free headlamp for only $34.95. A value of $60, only $34.95. Call us today at 800-297-8109. That's 800-297-8109 to get this special Hybrid Light offer today. 800-297-8109, 800-297-8109. In the promo code box, type in HELP. 800-297-8109.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-790-7570. That's 1-800-790-7570. Again, 1-800-790-7570. Call now.